Powered by passion, it's National Auto Care's Fixed Ops 5 with your host, National Fixed Operations Training Manager, Corey Smith.
Welcome to Fixed Ops 5. I'm your host, Corey Smith, with special guest Ron Overs from Fixed Ops Magazine. How you doing, Ron?
Hey, I'm doing great, Corey. Thanks for this time together.
Yeah, so thanks for being a part of the show. Just to be perfectly honest with you, I'm a huge fan of yours and the magazine. So I'm very honored that you're a part of this show.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're thrilled to be part of this with you. You know, Fixed Ops Magazine's been around for 18 years, and we look for opportunities all the time to just make the whole service experience better for the dealer and obviously for consumers. So this is just one more opportunity to do that.
Yes, and we're going to dive right into it. So today's topic is multi-point inspection. So today's customers are really strapped for time and deal with a lot of distractions in their own personal and professional lives. So for many of them, money is tight. In the vehicle service situation, they want to know the facts and just the facts and only the facts, really. So with that information, they'll be able to make a fast and informative decision about the work that needs to be done on their vehicle. And based on that, Ron, what are you seeing out there where the dealers can get to the multi-point to the customer in this type of manner?
There are so many applications available today. I mean, from just all kinds of excellent resources that can tie your consumer right to the dealership. Just an application that's going to allow the customer to know when to bring their car in, remind them to bring the car in, starting right off with, booking the appointment, moving right through to the point of, while the car is in there, how's it going? Estimated time that repair will be done. Or, hey, by the way, we found these things while we were doing a multi-point inspection on your car. These still look okay. These look like things we should address today. And actually show them, and at that point, get their confirmation via text message. SMS today is the new link. It's not call the customer back and get his approval. It's start a dialogue with them before they're walking out the door and keep that customer through the entire process.
I like that a lot, Ron. It's almost leveraging technology to be another tool in your tool belt for an advisor or even a dealership, at that matter.
Absolutely. This pandemic that we've been through in this last year has accelerated the need for all of these things. And the great part about that is we're all getting the benefit from it today. And it is just a better relationship with customers.
So let me ask you this, and this is a little personal, but when you personally take your vehicle in to be serviced, would you say you get a great experience? Are they meeting your needs right now?
Depends on which vehicle. I have two cars, and my General Motors car, I'm not sure they always get how important my time is to me. I have a lot. I always overschedule myself, find myself in a need to really get things done quickly, and come in and they want to make it a fun, comfortable, relaxing experience. And I'm not looking for that. I'm looking to get my car in, get into substitute transportation, and get myself back into my normal schedule.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have to hurry them along to get them moving. On the other hand, we've got a Lincoln, and we get that in. And if they're not picking it up at the house already, so there's no delay, even if I'm dropping it off, they have a car ready for me. So
that's great. So it looks like it really depends on the manufacturer or the culture of that dealership meeting your needs. And it could be that you're spoiled, thinking that, Lincoln should be just like GMC, right?
Exactly. And again, that's me putting my expectations on them, and that you're right, at times that isn't fair. The realities are I have to communicate with them, and they have to listen carefully enough to say, hey, what's Ron's needs? And then let's meet those needs by doing simple things, by just being attentive to what he's after.
Some great things and little tips we'll get into as we progress in this podcast, but getting on the same page with the customers is vital. And as an advisor, you can simply go up to the customer and say, your 2021 Lincoln Navigator that has 12,347 miles on it, that means a lot to the customer, because do you know over 42% of customers don't know that information? I mean, that's just amazing, but to have that keeps you on the same page with the customer, where the customer will think, gee, I didn't know that. Now he's the expert, or I did know that, and I'm equally as an expert as the advisor is. So, we'll kind of get into that as we progress in this podcast, but I believe every advisor is on stage. What I mean by that is the advisor has to give the best to themselves every time you come in, Ron, no matter how their day is going, no matter what they just went through. They have to give you and deliver a great experience. And it starts with the walk around. It starts with introducing the dealerships and, almost like you said, getting that customer on the same playing field. So keeping it simple by saying, for the multi-point inspection, this passes our inspection, right? Or this fails our inspection. Again, going back to just the facts, right? So putting the customer in the driver's seat gives them the option to decide what they want to do. If I gave you a quote saying, this is how much a factory battery is, this is how much an aftermarket battery is, and educating you on the difference between them, you are then making the decision. I'm not doing anything other than giving you the facts.
Absolutely. No, I think you're right on point there. It's important that you do just develop that dialogue with the customer, make sure and then, like you said, give them options that are realistic to them. So they can look at it and say, I can afford to do that. Let's take care of that today. Or, hey, you know what? It just doesn't fit in my budget. Let's plan on doing that the next time I come in.
You're absolutely right.
Making it simple for them.
Yeah. So we have some great examples. And if you want to learn more, feel free to send me an email, csmith@nationalautocare.com. Please subscribe to our podcast. It will be on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Our next podcast will be on the 20th of May. Ron, I truly want to thank you for being a part of this episode. That's all the time that we have for today. Will you please come back?
Oh, I'd love to do that. Anytime, Corey. Looking forward to it.
All right, Ron. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you for watching and listening to National Auto Care's Fixed Ops 5 with Corey Smith, powered by Passion. Be sure to watch and listen to the next episode on the 5th and 20th of every month.